tingling with excitement, trembling with horror, and throbbing with emotion. Throbbing with emotion. Throbbing with emotion. Throbbing with emotion.
Alright everybody, and welcome back to AZW, that is Acid Zenith of Pro Wrestling, coming at you with more European tournament action. We went on a bit of a hiatus, a little bit of a break after Nefarious in November, because I have to do all this shit myself, and after spending like 3 days in a row getting barely any sleep to get Nefarious in November up as best as I could, I needed a break. So enough of the whining, let's get to the action. So we've got the two blue hairs, and here we've got Wiz and Boomstick from Screw Attack, who here in EFED land have formed a tag team called Screw You Attack. But they are also in the European division currently. They've taken a break from tag team action. They've entered into the European tournament, and now they are competing against each other. They drew each other in the very first match of the tournament for them. We are going to be focusing a great deal more on the European tournament, so you're going to be getting a lot of European tournament action this next week and a half or so, however long it takes to get the videos up. I'm not trying to put a time limit on this, but that's where a lot of the focus for the action is going to be, along with some mixed stuff mixed in from the other divisions, of course. It's just heading up into that first big super card. We wanted to make sure we had a variety of matches going up onto the YouTube, or for the YouTube show, now that we've, kind of introduced everyone to the product, the AZW Pro promotion. We feel that we can spend more time actually pushing the European tournament and let that shine, instead of just being kind of a side note. Unfortunately, that's kind of been where it's the focus has been, or where it's been is kind of a side note, even though it is a big deal. Here is to get that, the bragging rights for the winner of the tournament. Woo! What's going down? Boomstick dropping the boom. But not the boomstick yet. That's his finisher. He's dropped the boomstick. And Wiz getting a little bit of payback there, knocking him into the turnbuckle a couple of times. Boomstick with that big goofy ass grin on his face, ducked out of the way, Wiz. And both got the blue hair, just because. And we've got some news on the European tournament front. One of our contestants, our competitors, has left the promotion due to hostile activity. Rather just being an ignorant dumbass. But we're not going to name any names here. But you won't be seeing him around anymore. He has been replaced by Bootsy from Cinemassacre, coming in to join his buddies AVGN and Motherfucker Mike. So, the tournament has been adjusted to allow Bootsy to take the place of the other guy that's gone now. So, the points have not been reset. What was in place stands, but the only previous match of the tournament with the other guy was with Wiz, so at this point Wiz has not won any matches in the current tournament standing. Although the way things are going now, he's been in control for quite a while. He might be picking up a couple of points here. Big Enziguri knocks Boomstick down. Trading some blows there. Punchy, 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 punchy in the head. Wiz is trying to knock Boomstick's block off. And he is succeeding. Oop, one up top. Let's see what he's going to do. Ooh, wow, 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 ow, 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 ow. That makes my knee ache just seeing that. Went for that big flying knee drop and nothing. Wiz just took a punch right upside the head. Boomstick regained control here. See if he can capitalize. Wiz goes around, gets him in the sleeper. And he was not able to get out of that. That may have taken something out of Boomstick, but Wiz just got dropped again by another punch upside the head. Both going for big strikes there, missed. Wiz hits the drop kick, sends Boomstick into the ropes. Side Russian leg sweep. And it looks like Boomstick might need to get his shorts fixed. And, oh, there's that big punching combo of Wiz. Okay, looks like that's going to be the finish. Go to my cheat sheet here. Button masher. And we got a 3 count. So Wiz picks up a win there and gets the 2 points. And that punch combo, he calls it the button masher. You know, old video games, button masher. Alrighty, so that is that match. It's kind of a short match. But, you know, that's not too surprising. You know, they're tag team partners. I don't think they're going to try and beat the hell out of each other too hard. Not going to try and, you know, they're going to, I doubt they planned out ahead of time who was going to win and who was going to lose, but I kind of think they were going easy on each other. So, well, there you have that, folks. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye, diddy, bye-bye.